Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, so we've had a couple of developments since we last got together, so let's talk about them. First, let's talk about the race, the Grand Prix. You pretty much know how you're doing, we know how we're doing, so there's no reason for me to click on that. I can actually tell you we got to lap 4, and we just kind of stopped there. So, yeah, that's about it. Not much else to discuss. I'm sure if your team is doing great, then you're very happy about that. No reason to dwell on that any longer in this video. However, we do have something in terms of the RONIN event, right? So let's check out the maze. So we have a maze here, and there's 3 individuals in it. We have Shade Moon, Zorgon, and of course, RONIN. You might notice he's moved down a little bit there. And I do have about 942 coins. I haven't actually decided what else I'm going to do. Now, the reason he's there is because that gave me enough of the cells to actually start crafting him, which is what I'm doing right now, by the way. I'm currently crafting him. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the rest of my coins. See, the thing is that I could just keep going down and getting more cells. I don't know how many I would get, but you know, it's kind of like going into a black hole at that point. I mean, if I say come up with like 70, 80, well, I mean, I'm still probably not going to be able to get enough to actually make him. And it's kind of wasted at that point since, you know, am I ever going to get an opportunity of getting more without, you know, reaching into my wallet? I have no idea. So I'm trying to decide, should I do that or should I go for extra cells for one of the other 2 guys, you know? I already have my Shade Moon up to 105. And basically I had nearly no cells for either one of them. Actually, in Zorgon's case, I had none. Right? The only one I have is the one I had to get at the top in order to get the key. See, the one thing they did is that you had to move these guys, right, on each side because you needed a key where they were both standing in order to unlock the guy in the middle. So it wasn't really that far down. You always do is move them twice, and each one costed, I think the first 2 costed 20 each, so that really wasn't very much. Then you get to move him. See, they actually have eggs down here, too, if you go down far enough. See, there are their eggs right there. I don't think I have enough to reach one of them, but I don't know. I don't know how much it actually costs to get down there, and you can see there's 3.5 days left. So, would I be able to get an egg for one of these guys? That would certainly help a lot. I mean, that would pretty much guarantee being able to rank up Shade Moon. Or do I want to actually get Zorgon to rank 1? I don't know. It's a good question. It's the reason I haven't moved him is because I haven't made up my mind yet. I mean, like I said, the cells that I get for him at this point might be a complete waste. Mind you, I'm thinking that the rewards are a little bit better, but they're pretty well spread out. The only thing that's there is really the runes, right? And there's not really a lot of them there, except there's like gold chest down there, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But like I said, I am currently crafting him because I had enough cells to actually do that. And of course, they're still popping up in here. The dailies, that is. Let's see. It's taking a long time to look in. All right. You can see I got today's. You know, it's funny. The only day I missed was actually the day of the last video where I said I only needed like 2 PvP fights, and then I did them. The thing is, I went right into making the video and completely forgot to go in and get them, so the time went and those 3 cells were gone. Fortunately, the maze did make it easy to get them. So, like I said, I am currently crafting him. He's right there. He's going to be ready in a day and 16 hours and 27 minutes. And since I did have space freed up here, finally, I moved Rebellis over here into the hatching stage. Yeah, my hatchery is going to be pretty mellow for several days. That's because I'm not going to be participating in something. As a matter of fact, that's actually the next event. So let's talk about the new event. I'm going to say up front that I am very confused about this. So we're going to keep this simple to start with before we get into what is confusing me. All right, we're doing a Valentine's Day event here, all-encompassing. It's going to include a new Joker creature, right? A new Joker creature. We're going to look at some of the skills of that creature in a minute here. But I want to talk about this. This is easy. This is easy right here. Now, what it comes down to is you're going to need Choco Love and Cupid. That's going to be for the next phase, right? So what this phase is doing is it's giving you the opportunity to breed them if you don't have them, right? So you see the combination up here for Cupid, you see the combination over here for Choco Love, and apparently there's another one here where you can get either one of them, right? So this gives you the opportunity to get them. You can see it's still got 3.5 days left, so you do have opportunities to do these breedings. That assumes you actually have the epics in order to do these combinations, so hopefully you do. It's also the matter of the tokens afterwards, so we're going to get into that because that is part of what is confusing me. Here is what I thought this was going to be when I first saw this, right? All right, you do this, you get Cupid and Choco Love. Now, I'm going to say up front, I have Cupid. Of course I have Cupid. I actually have an extra egg for Cupid if I ever wanted to do that, right? I do not have Choco Love. I have about 70 cells for him, but I do not have him. Even if I went out and got extra cells for him, it's enough to craft him, I would have to craft him, cost 2 days and 1 hour, and then I would have to hatch him 2 days and 1 hour, and that's assuming I wouldn't gem that, right? And then, yeah, we'll get to the next phase. All right, so like I said, you're going to need them for the next phase, so then I would actually have to use that one and hope I get whatever it is you're supposed to be getting, right? So that's the reason that I'm kind of out of this. And I'm all right with that. I am. I'm just going to watch from the sidelines. All right, so we got this. You got Choco Love, you got Cupid, and then, of course, you go on to the next phase. Now, this is where it starts to get a little bit on the confusing side. So you got these tokens here. Now, look, we'll start here. You'll need them for phase 2 of the event. But it doesn't end there. For every breeding attempt, successful or not, you'll end up getting a token for the Arcturus challenge, right? Urticus, something like that. I think it's Articus, whatever it is. And you challenge, and then you'll get cells, and then you'll need fire monsters. All right, this is a little bit confusing. When I originally saw this, I figured it was going to be a challenge, not a challenge, I should say, a survival dungeon. I thought this was going to be a survival dungeon because it kind of makes sense. You get the 2 of them, then you breed them, and then you're going to have the 3 monsters that if you breed one of them, you get the 15 cells, and then you can open up the survival dungeon. That's what I thought it was going to be. I don't know what's going on here. You know, all right, so let's look at this. Now, obviously, the hearts at the top is the breeding, right? Those are the 3 breedings, right? I'm guessing maybe there's 3 breeding stages. That's what they're talking about. So the first one is like the one there is the one we're working on now. The next one is probably what we're going to be doing next, which is it's going to be Cupid and it's going to be Choco Love, and then that's going to be, then I guess there's going to be a 3rd stage for that, or maybe that's the outcome. Anyway, that then goes into a chest. But I don't know what the scroll is all about. Are we earning scrolls from something? And why are they going into a chest? Are we going to have to open up a chest or something? Okay, well, the tokens are usually associated with a progressive event, right? I mean, we just had one there for Synapticus, right? When we get the tokens, you go in there, and that's Synapticus. Now, this is a long-term event. If you look at the bottom, it's 12 days, 12 hours left, right? And then apparently you get him down here, right? So I'm not really sure what's up with the chest, and I don't know what's with the scrolls. I'm guessing we're going to have to get deeper into the phases before we realize what's going on. This doesn't really tell us much here, too, except, of course, daily mission. You can get tokens from an optional daily mission. So check out that one. Psst. Just between us, get ready for a super secret breeding event that will only last for 24 hours. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out more about this over time. But the thing about it is we do have this new monster down here, right? Articus or Articus. I don't know. Anyway, basically, he's a horrible looking thing. And this is a basically proof that you should never go to Gretchen for anything, because unfortunately, if you read the story, that's what Galante did. He something about a rose, and then Gretchen did this, and yeah, don't ever go to Gretchen for help. It's just a really bad idea. At least Baba Yaga will just eat you or something like that. Gretchen will mess up your life. Anyway, why don't we just talk about this fellow? Okay, once again, I would like to apologize for this being a little bit on the low-res side because they seem very random with this. I'm not really sure what's up. The good news about this guy is that he is not forsaken. Just take that in for a moment. He's not forsaken. He's a nature dude, right? Obviously, because he's like a plant, right? He was a rose once before Gretchen got to him, right? The big thing about him, if you look at he's got a decent life, especially considering he's an attacker. By the way, you can tell that by looking at his power and his speed, right? His power is pretty good. And the fact that his rank 1 trait is actually anticipation tells you what you need to know. Now, if you get him to rank 1, he's going to be immune to bleeding, and rank 3 means control immunity, which is a really good thing. Unfortunately, he has swords as his relics, which, yeah, sorry about that, guy. Again, Gretchen, she's evil. All right, and obviously he's evil, families, and undead. Right. We're going to talk about the skills that we're going to talk about, right? I'm just going to talk about what I would do. And looking at this, the first thing you need to know is that his heavy single target attacks have no cost to them, right? There's no stamina cost to them. And 2 out of the 3 have no cooldown. The last one does have a cooldown, but it also does something else, which is the reason it's got no cooldown. What you need to know here is you're not keeping any of these. It does give you a good idea of what's going on with him. Even if you look at his first one, deals moderate nature damage to all enemies. It's a 30 damage, a 0 cooldown. He's starting off very damaging, right? Basically, you're not going to keep any of these, you know? So we're just going to move on to the next group. All right, I'm going to skip down here to tier 3 to the 2 skills I think you're going to take no matter what else you do. Because you do have some options here depending on what you want to do with gameplay, right? And it's important to remember this guy is anticipation, you know, because that's kind of the way you got to look at his skills. All right, the first one, Nightmares Before Love. Deals heavy nature damage to all enemies, applies bleed, applies nightmares. You're going to take that one, right? 2-round cooldown. It's only a 20 cost, too. So this guy's got some really low costs here, especially with the zeros. You can see the zeros there. Pretty low costs here. So he's going to be attacking a lot, especially if he's got extra turners on the other side of the battlefield, right? So you're going to take that one. I think the other one you're going to take is Rotten Axe. Removes positive status effects from one enemy, deals massive nature damage to one enemy. And of course, that's the 70. That's the one with the cooldown, right? If you look up at tier 2, you see he's got another single one there where it deals very heavy special damage. It's a 60, 0 cooldown, 0 cost. But you know, if you're going to take one of them, it's probably going to be Rotten Axe, because taking off the positive status effects before attacking, you know, go right through evade, go right through a shield created by a skill. So yeah, you're going to do that, right? Now from there, you got options. Me, myself, I'm looking at tier 2 and I'm seeing Preparing for St. Valentine. Applies double damage to itself, applies evasion to itself. I would take that. If there's an extra turner on the other side and they attack and you get the opportunity, that's the first one I would do. Even if they don't attack again with another extra turn, you now have double damage and you're evading, which means that you get to do Nightmares Before Love double damage, which is going to wreck the other side, right? So that one I take. Now, then you got to look and see what you want to do with the other ones. Now, tier 3, the one in the middle, is a single target, but it's got a stun. Do you want to do that? Okay. I mean, it's pretty good damage, too. It's a 40 damage, you know, high moderate. But it does have a stun, and it's got the shock. See, both of these guys have shock. And I don't know if this individual wants to be doing shock. You know, because shock is going to shut down extra turning. And he kind of benefits from that. So I have no idea why he's actually doing shock. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, especially for a nature creature. You know what I mean? Then you have Death Panels, which is deals moderate special damage to all enemies. Once again, it's high moderate, right? So it's like a 40 damage. And that applies shock too, right? Low stamina cost, it's a 2-round cooldown there. You know, it really depends on what you want to do with that one. Me, myself, I might go for the stun, but of course it also does the shock too. I guess it really depends on how you want him to attack, right? I mean, the thing about it is obviously the big one there, Nightmares Before Love, but there's only a 2-round cooldown. You can use that once every 3 rounds. So do you need the other one? it is nature, though. Having a special group damage, especially with, a 40 damage, isn't so bad. You've really got to figure out what you're going to do with that one. But I think Nightmares Before Love, you got to take that. Rotten Axe, you got to take that. And I kind of think that Preparing for St. Valentine is one you got to take too, right? Anytime you got a damage dealer who can give himself double damage and then evasion on top of that, that's just a really good idea. There's a couple of them who can do that. That's just a really good idea because then he's sitting there, nice, relatively safe, getting ready to really lay the hammer down. And especially considering he hits hard. And with his strength, power I should say, he's going to be hitting really hard. So, and if you have like somebody on the other side who's doing lots of extra turning, oh, he's going to be devastating. So that's the reason I don't know about the shock. It just doesn't make a lot of sense that he'd want to shut down somebody who's doing shock. And he's a nature creature, so why is he shocking? I don't know. Maybe poison in there would be a better idea. Or come up with a new torture effect called Rod or something like that. Man, that's actually an interesting idea. Not only is it a torture effect, maybe it like halves your stats or something like that. Ooh, I kind of like that. They should hire me. Anyway, the important thing to focus on at the moment is what we know, right? We know this is the first part. We also know that the next part, phase 2, is going to be a breeding event that's going to use Choco Love and Cupid, right? How's that going to come out? What are they going to be breeding? I have no idea. I went looking for information on this. I couldn't find anything. So I'm not entirely sure where this is going. I thought I was, but once you put the tokens in there and then you say there's going to be a challenge, usually those lead to a progressive event. But I mean, why are they going through all this trouble for a progressive event? I don't know. One way or another, I don't have Choco Love. I'm not going to go to the trouble of begging for pieces, breeding, hatching, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm out. So I get to use my hatchery for actual hatching. As soon as Walrus Dude is out of there, I'm going to probably get somebody else in there. I'm going to take the opportunity to do as much hatching as I can. And I have no idea why that keeps happening. It keeps indicating I have a chest there. I do not have a chest. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's like broken or something like that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I really wish you would stop because I keep clicking on it. Like, oh, did I miss my chest? No, I didn't miss my chest. Please make that go away. And I think that is that. Like I said, there was one other thing since, I was just about to do this. So I was so successful the last time. I figure we just do the last of them, right? Who knows? Maybe I get another diamond, right? I don't see any diamonds. No, I don't. Any golds? Oh, I got a gold. After being damaged by a skill, if wearer's life is below 75% deals water damage. Oh, that's not bad. That one, attacking back, that's not bad. I think that might be it, but that's okay. I got a gold out of that. I don't mind. All of these will be used to rank it up, right? Yeah, I don't see anything there. Okay, there it is. We're back around to that again. All right, so that's all right. And let's just do some diamonds here. Not diamonds, we'll do these. Well, I'd like to do diamonds, but no, just silvers. Like I said, these will be used to rank up the others. All right, and the season, of course, ended for the wars. I think we got about 1,600 of the gold coins. How many do I have? Not that I intend to spend any at the moment. Wow, I got 6,000. I had no idea. And it just did that because I had no... I really hate when it does that. It's like, oh, you're just going to do that anyway. 6,000 is not so bad. I'll think about what I'm going to do with that. Maybe we'll do some relic chests again. Maybe I'll get another diamond doing that. But at the moment, we're back into war. The last one, we got kind of crushed. So this team seems to be more pliable than the last one. The last one was just kind of ugly. The last two were ugly. So fortunately, they were outside of the normal league counting. But our fate is back in our own hands because I had to start the war. It wasn't automated, and I'm happy with that. But we do have PvP. So let's go in and do it, right? Okay, and of course, it's just not a new... Oh, that dropped a lot more... Wow, when did that happen? Okay, that's kind of ugly. I'm hoping... Well, you know, we got a good team over here, but that may be a little bit too good. All right, well, you know what? Let's just go with our teams and see what we're going to do. You might see he's sitting there right now because I gave him that. There it is right there. Like very nearly 45,000, and it gives 171, and it's 2 uses. So... That's not so bad for Megaton Tank. That's kind of the reason he's sitting in there right now, you know. All right, let's go. Our first team today was suggested by Dream Demons, and Dream Demons wanted to see. And Dream Demons was into metal today. All right, this one, yeah, it is metal. It's metal, and we're going down here, and this is basically most of our damage here, but that's okay because it's toasty. All right, next we're going back over to metal. They're all metal. And this is going to be... Oh, well, the colors are right. The individual was wrong. All right, we're going with rusty. And finally, once again in metal, this is going to be... He's here somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. That's speed. That's health. There we go. Tiny Tim. Okay, so this looks like a fun crew. Yeah, I think that would probably be a mistake. I think the team on the left would probably... If he was a couple of levels high, a couple of ranks higher, if he was like a rank 110 or something like that, maybe. But I think that they just kill Santerion really quickly. Well, you know, not for nothing, but they have a little bit of an advantage over here on the right. Because Ingenica can give them Metal Hater, I think, or Artifact Hater. And 2 of them are artifacts, I believe. All right, you know what? Let's see. Let's see how that works. It's too bad they don't have good runes. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, there's no more tank. Because remember, he can't do that anymore. Artifact hate. Okay, this might actually... Oh, wow. We are just totally messed up now, aren't we? Yep. All of our cooldowns have been activated. Wow, we're just big trouble now. Oh, yeah, we're dead. We're just dead. Yep, we're dead. Yeah, sorry about this. I didn't really think, I didn't think that one through, did I? Yeah, this is just ugly. I mean, he can heal himself, but that's about it. Oh, he has to hit somebody, doesn't he? It's not like he's a damage dealer. Oh, and he's just got everything reset again, didn't he? Yep, yep. I mean, he's pretty much dead, right? I mean, as soon as his turn comes up, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that was really kind of ugly right there. Ooh, that was ugly. Wow, okay, I guess we're going to be doing some refreshing here because, wow, that's really ugly. All right, sorry about that, Dream Demons. I chose the opponents very poorly. All right, let's move on to our next team then. Our next team was suggested by VW Gamer 2007. And VW, I'm going to say VW, gave me 5 teams. I chose the second one. And the naming was actually quite interesting. The first individual was Bella. The next 2, and I quote, Cloud and Cloud. So you can understand what meant by that, right? So first things first, we're going to go with the monster known as Cloud, who happens to be Simba. Then we're going with the monster that is named Cloud, which is right there, which is Tempest. So, Cloud and Cloud. All right, and all right, let's go. Let's see how this works out. Obviously, we're not doing any of these. Okay, so what do we got here? We're not doing the team on the right. Do we want to do the one on the left here? All right, what do we have here? We have Cloud can do stunning, which won't do anything with half the team on the left. Pardon me, 2/3 of the team on the left. See, that's my denial right there, is stunning. So I think we're going up the middle here because otherwise we'll be in a lot of trouble. And you just know Nox is going to resist it because he's a VIP, right? All right, we're going up the middle because I don't want to try again because I might just get all epics or something like that. Oh, you guys are like really fast. Well, guess what? Simba is actually faster than you. Of course, the question goes, what do I do here? You know what? I have to go for the kill. I think that's what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is charge with me, and I'm going to do it on Bella. And Bella is just going to go for the kill. Well, it's going to take care of you in the front, that's for sure. Okay, and unfortunately, the individual who's going next can't be stunned. Can he be killed? Wait a minute. Thunder? Eye of the Storm. Ooh. You know what? That actually will kill him because he's got the sunburn on. So, boom, dead. All right, and a whole new hit. Bella and the Clouds won. They should go on the road as a rock team. Oh, so very close. So very close. You were teasing me. Wow, okay, I guess we just got to keep going a little bit further here. All right, so that worked out much better than the first one. Our next team was suggested by Medella MN, and I got 3 teams, and I chose the second one. So let's start over in Earth, and this is going to be down here a little further. Banzai. And next, we are actually staying in Earth. We're not going down quite as far because we're going with Korra. And finally, over in Metal, we have Fernando. All right, so obviously we have a pretty strong team. Fernando's pretty fast here, and he's getting a little bit of an assist there from Banzai. And single target attacks will be going to Korra. Why don't we just refresh? I don't want to mess with the team up the middle, and the team on the right was like, no thank you. That's just a little bit too easy. Well, up the middle is 3 denials, but that would be probably be really bad. All right, there's a comment on the right. Ugh. I didn't know that my trophy count had dropped this much, by the way. It must have been, I'm guessing that people reached that part in the race where they had to get multiplayer wins, and that's the reason I got ganged up on like that. One more time. I'm really hoping to find an extra turner. You know the problem with counting on Zyla as being an extra turner? She'll actually kill with her extra turns, you know? Now here's a question. Which one? I don't think Fernando's going to be faster than the 115. I'm guessing the 115 mystery is going to... But is she really dangerous? See, the problem is that Fernando would be doing cooldown activation, which wouldn't do anything for the Zyla. Although, she would be forced to use her slowest attacks, wouldn't she? This is such a terrible mistake. I'm awfully sorry about this, but I want to see how this comes out. I question how much mystery could do to us. I'm going to do the team on the left, even though I know this is a tragic mistake. Oh my goodness, she's going to wreck. The thing about it is, what I'm counting on is if we get a cooldown activation on the Zyla, then she'll be forced to use her smallest attacks to try to get the things back. Unless she uses one of the big ones that she's still got, she probably has the big one that doesn't use the extra turning. All right, as I said, this probably is a terrible mistake, but okay, he gets to go first. All right, let's just do endemic pathogen to activate cooldowns. Well, that was mean. You didn't do anything. Okay, that is very good. Which means, of course, we're just going to go right into mega taunting. All right, and let's just go with Spear of the Savannah so we can get some stamina leak and, of course, Curse. Okay, Zyla didn't get the Curse. That's really bad. Let's see. Forced transduction for some nanovirus. Okay, Zyla's being stubborn. Okay, feel free to freeze the Megaton tank. Okay, obviously she didn't use her extra turn ability there. Let's see. Activate cooldowns on single one. Total blind to one enemy. Alright, I'm going to put total blind on you. Okay, you're taking a turn off. Oh! That's going to hurt. You. Okay, you guys are in a lot of trouble now. You did a stop time on a Megaton tank. Let me just applaud that. Great. She can just sit there as long as she's getting all the attacks. I'm okay with that. Activate cooldowns on Mystery again. I don't want her doing anything I don't want her doing. Okay, endemic pathogen again, because... Okay, let's see. Fast metabolism. You don't need any healing. You don't have any negative status effects. You don't need any healing. All right, what do we have here? Deals heavy damage, removes stamina. That actually kills you, so I like that. All right, let's think. Why don't we just do total blind on you? Okay, what do we have here? Enrich Viramin. Deals very heavy mental damage to all enemies, removes positive status effects, applies nanovirus and total blind. Sure, why not? It's free. Okay, and she's back. She's back and she's mad. Here, have some quicksands. I'm pretty sure you're dead when your turn comes up, but... Stabby, stabby. Bonsai was sad. He didn't get to do any extra turning stuff. Yeah, that Zyla was going, no, 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 I don't want him. No, that's bad, that's bad. Earth really hurts thunder after all, right? Thank you. Okay, so let's, we got a streak going here. We got a streak going here. Unfortunately, we're still getting these, right? Why are we still getting these? All right, and we're up to our fourth and final team for today. Our fourth and final team was suggested by... Paramvir Sethi? I hope that was at least somewhat right. And this individual wanted to see... we're starting off with Lance. I said it before we got to him. And next is somebody we don't see very often. Unfortunately, this is a strong team, so we're going to have trouble finding somebody to actually challenge us. This, I think, is the first time that he's been used since I ranked him up. Because this is Zircon. And finally, we're going over to Darkness. And you know who it's going to be. I said it was an overpowered team, so that means it's going to be Cleo. Okay, so let's see. Obviously, we're not doing the team up the middle. I think that's pretty obvious. The only thing about the team on the left that looks challenging is there is a very fast sunblast over there. But we do have a Megaton tank, so that's not really overly strong. All right, we'll try again. Because I really think we should get something. Oh, actually, ooh, that's interesting. I'm looking at the team on the right. Do I want to do that, though? They don't have a Megaton tank, though, but they have somebody who could become a Megaton tank. All right, we're just going to go for it. Probably a terrible mistake. It would be if they actually had runes. All right, let's see. Oh, what do you have there? Hold it a minute, hold it a minute, hold it a minute. What did you get? Skill mirror. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. That's very ugly. 6-inch punch. Stamina. I'm thinking the only person I can do that to is right here. Oh, that's right, you're taunting. I forgot about that. Okay, well, she's frozen now, so it doesn't really matter. Are you still? You're still reflecting. Are you a dragon? No, you're not a dragon. Oh, what am I thinking? Okay, where is it? Where is it? Does he have something? No, he doesn't have... I thought for a minute that he had something that removed positive status effects. Ah, that is so annoying. Well, I guess I could just give him the evasion. Alright. Oh, you're not doing that anymore. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, why don't we just do this then? Okay, trait disable... That's not a problem at the moment. All right. Okay, now we can do this. Cup implosion, low special damage, 2 random control effects. That worked out pretty good. All right. Oh, and then heavy special damage applies possession and freeze. You're immune to freeze. Let me see. Let's look here. Applies stun and burn. Of course, I could just do damage, right? And then we'll follow up with that because no matter what, it'll kill you. Ah, that's a good question. Total damage. Well, yeah, but he's possessed. I don't... Oh, he's actually frozen too, so I might as well do damage to him. He's mega frozen. All right, and charge. And stabby stabby. He's not a dragon. Oh, War of the Ages. Removes positive status effects and deals massive light damage to all enemies. Apply the photoscopic shield and positive effects to all allies. Which means I believe we can only be damaged by special damage, but I don't think that's a problem because that's going to kill him. Okay, so like I said, that was a strong team. It's unfortunate that the other side didn't have ruins because they had some strong individuals there. It's just that really, you do need runes on strong creatures to make them really strong. I mean, if you have a Megaton tank and you don't have any life on them, they're going to die really fast because they need the extra life. And now the good creatures come out. I guess that has to do with the trophy count, doesn't it? And I think that that is going to be it for today. All right, so we have the race, which is going to be ending on, I guess, what time? I guess Saturday morning? We are getting that event, by the way, for Ugluk. That is going to be on Saturday. So when they said next week, you know, the end of the week. I'm guessing it's a progressive, but that is actually starting on Saturday. I do believe that's starting on Saturday. And, of course, we have the maze up here for the PZ RONIN. I have no idea how much it costs to get one of the other two or get the egg. I'm still undecided whose cells I'm going to go for. So I might just wait until the last minute regarding that. We'll see. And then, of course, the race. Yeah, like I said, the race is going to be ending on Saturday. And the breeding event. We still have that first stage of the breeding event going on. If you're interested and you don't have one of those guys, you can use those epics if you have them, that is. In one case, you know, the Pandolf zombie dude? He's kind of rare, so you may not have that one. But if you have the 2 teddy bears at the bottom, then you got a chance of getting either one of them. At least that's what the combos look like. But in my case, like I said, I'm going to be out of that. I am just basically going to be hatching as many individuals as possible. These are all upgraded now, right? I'm going to have to work out what I'm going to do. I'm thinking what I might do is make this another ladies' island and take these four, the individuals on these four, move them up here and just have like a guys' island down here. So that's what I'm thinking of. In other words, giving the ladies an upgrade from here to here and then having the guys be down here. And it's the same amount of creatures, but it does give privacy, right? And I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.